So my expectation is right. I'm looking forward to meet the president. How are you guys? You doing good?
Yeah, we're good. Welcome.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Yes.
How is the going?
The going is good.
That's nice. Okay.
Wale wa Masai walikuwa waruke wako wapi?
Yep. Welcome guys, tuko hapa Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to receive this great man. Atakuwa anatuambia ni nani na amekuja kufanya nini Kenya, alafu from there tumalize. How are you, great man?
Thank you so much my brother. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Asante sana kunikaribisha nyumbani.
Karibu sana.
Nafurahia sana nikiona nyuso zenyu zina furaha.
Kabisa.
Bless you.
Maybe you can tell us who are you, maybe for those who don't know you, and also why are you here?
So our lovely brothers and sisters from Kenya. My name is David Chimuti. I'm the regional business representative, China Kenya Matters Business, and I've traveled back home to initiate the processes that were put in place by the president during his visit to China. Probably today marks a month because today is 20th of May and he was there actually on 19th of April. So I'm coming back to fortify what he promised to Kenyans living in China. And we are going to look at broad-based issues, not just for the Kenyan people, but also for the Kenyan who live in China. Yes.
Maybe you can let us know, you've talked of the promises that he made while in China. Maybe what are these promises maybe?
The pertinent issues that we are going to look at is ensuring that Kenyans who live in China or Kenyans who intend to go to China will have a basis on how they can stay longer to establish themselves business-wise. Because you see that the Chinese people are arriving here in Kenya, and on arrival they are issued with a 3-month visa, whereas even some Kenyans are being given 2 weeks visa. So we are going to embed the issue of the reciprocity doctrine in ensuring that at least we are able to establish a 2-year visa. The Chinese people to get the 2-year visa, and for our Kenyan brothers and sisters to get the 2 years visa when they go there, so that they can have a free flow in engaging into business transactions. Yes.
Maybe there are some challenges facing Kenyan business while maybe watu wanaenda huko China wanatoa huko vitu, some stuffs they come and sell into hapa Kenya. Maybe you can let us know what are these challenges and people face that you guys maybe put in procedures to make sure that those issues have been solved.
One of the core issues actually is the visa affair, because China is as big as Africa. When you are issued a 30-day visa, 3 weeks will be spent on traveling from place to place. You'll not have decided where you're going to purchase your products. You'll not have ensured that the quality of the products are secure, and also you'll not have also established a business partnership with the manufacturers, because another issue that relates to purchases of goods in China is the quality of the product. We are looking upon government to initiate the Consumer Protection Act so that Kenya does not become a dumping site. Sometimes you get that people are buying or purchasing products from China, and upon arriving, we get that these products are of no use or do not serve the quality of the Kenyan people. So these are some of the issues that we are going to look into to ensure that we get quality products, we get the rightful visas, we ensure that we can establish a one-on-one relationship with China. Majority of the Chinese people have come here and they have established go-downs here. And if we look at the population of Kenyans in China, very few people have got offices. And that becomes a very sad story. We are looking and we are going to ensure that all Kenyans who stay and live in China on Matters Business will be in a position to register their companies and to transact business smoothly. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And also, maybe just finishing up, President talked about maybe accomplishing those promises that maybe wale wa Kenya wako huko na in terms of business. Maybe Kenyans are there to always complain. President anaika issues lakini huwa execute hizo vitu. Maybe what strategies are you going to use to make sure that these promises have been fulfilled?
One of the things that I realized is this. For example, I'll give you a simple instance at your home. Probably if you got kids and this kid anataka sweetie, mwingine anataka kiatu, but you are the father figure and you have to provide on submitting the family under your supplication. in ensuring that all the responsibility are taken care of. So at some point, you get that the way we are asking for the services is not the way we are supposed to do. Because in most cases, we are asking on a basis of complaining. We have to establish ourselves not only from China, from UK, Australia, USA, and any Kenyans around the globe to integrate our services as one core entity in ensuring that we can bargain as a front of the Kenyans in diaspora. So we shall be speaking by one voice, or we shall be using one voice to articulate what we want to be embedded, other than just be complaining on social media. That will not result into anything. And I also have to remind you, you see, the Bible says that knock and it shall be opened. Ask and you shall receive. So we have the right procedures on how we are supposed to ask, because we have the Kenyan constitution as the people of Kenya. We can also enact some policies that are going to ensure that whatever we are asking for is going to be put in place. Yes.
I have a question. About a week ago,
Yeah.
we saw the America sent a message to Kenya that they are too close with China. And we've seen you with the president, and we've seen the president with the China government. Do you think that will affect the business, China and Kenya, now that the American government is worried of how close China is getting with Kenya?
I think this is something that will compare to something like the movie called The Game of Thrones. Every big boy is trying to pursue his pace. For example, you're seducting or you're seducing a woman. So you have to prove that you are the best. So if you lose interest, at some point, some people get agitated. But by the end of the day, we shall get to a neutral point whereby we shall be in a position to bargain and see who is giving us what and how are we going to benefit. Also on the matter of America, our people are investing too much money in applying for the visas. That is something that we have to look into. We should not allow our people only to be applying for visas to be denied. This is money that they have allocated that can be used into something else. For instance, let me tell you why China is attractive. If you are denied a visa today, a proportionate of your money will be returned back. But for the case of the US, it's just taking. So is it a business they are doing from the Kenyan people and we are not benefiting from the other side? So what we are saying is this: American government, you are in place to ensure that we have to benefit as much as you benefit from us.
Any other question?
Any other
Think it's
question?
done.
Hakuna mtu ataka kwenda China?
Maybe for someone who wants to travel to China, maybe
Yes.
in terms of doing business, and also maybe akona zile za maybe wishing to import some maybe goods from China so that I can be able to sell in Kenya. Maybe what are the procedures maybe you prefer?
So we have gathered our youth in China to ensure that Kenyans can access the best services on matters acquisition of visas, acquisition of invitation letters, concierge market services. So there's a very big group in China called the ETA, the Elite Trade Alliance. This is a group of young Kenyans who are very innovative and they are doing a great job. They have decided that each and everyone must have a work visa, themselves, to be in a position to be inviting anyone who wants to come to explore the opportunities in China. So it is easy for you to travel to China if you got access to people like us. So we shall be bridging the services to you, but we shall giving you more information as time goes by. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Are you looking forward to meet the president?
Of course, meeting the president is one of the core reasons that I'm right here, because we have to ensure that the reciprocity doctrine has been established. We are forwarding our plight and grievances to ensure that we are going to get a 2-year visa. If not true, 1-year visa will be good for us. So my expectation is right. I'm looking forward to meet the president. Not only the president, we are also looking to meet religious leaders, the students from Kenya, because one of the roles that I play, I bridge opportunities to ensure that Kenyans at home can access scholarship with stipend, sponsored. On a monthly basis, you'll be in a position to receive a stipend ranging from around $150 to $488. So We are going to meet with numerous groups of persons to ensure that we are going to have a discussion that will ensure we live in cohesion, we integrate ourselves into peace, because recently there's too much drama, political drama. We want to tell our politicians that we have given you the roles to legislate policies that are going to govern us in the right way possible. We are supposed to be enjoying the fruits of this country. We are not supposed to be accessing your entertainment on a daily basis. People splashing words that do not bring us together. This is the right time that the youth of Kenya should unite to decide constitutionally that we have to live the way the Almighty God created us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I have a question.
Okay.
I just wanted to know that, one of the reasons why China is so far much ahead of us is the mindset that is instilled in their people right from the young age. So I don't know if, this kind of partnership goes beyond business towards maybe cultural values exchange or some kind of sort. I don't know if we are planning maybe to have some kind of transfer of knowledge from the way the Chinese people are doing their things in order to be successful. If that way of life maybe can be transferred all on this side of Kenya.
Very important question. We've got a company called Continental Market Solutions, and I have to tell you that as a student who studied in China, I have to let you know that the orientation is totally different. We've got cultural values. For us Africans, majority of Africans, I think we do not know who we are. We have forgotten where we came from. Because as I speak right now, we are importing food, whereas we've got land that can be cultivated to produce the same food. So there's a misconception somewhere. Something is not right. However, with the establishment of the scholarship opportunities, majority of students, because we've got a target at least for 1,000 students per year to be going to China to study and come back after 4 years. So if we are giving it a duration of about 10 years, we shall have about 10,000 students who will have studied in China. This is the future generation that is going to transform Africa, not only Kenya, Africa, into the first world. Because acquisition of technique, the IQ that is integrated from the tender age, will give us this opportunity to ensure that we see, we observe, and we enforce. So that is the way the Chinese people do. And actually their system of education is a little bit different from ours. For us, we are educated to be examined. But for the Chinese, they are taught to pass. Nobody fails exams in China. So it's about knowing how you do and what to do. It's very simple. China is the future. Welcome to China, all of you.
Sizuia mtu. Oya, hauna macho nyuma. Hiyo tauni yangu bro. Ona mabosi. Mabosi utembea hivyo. To save time. Ndio.
Fungua mlango.
Wacha isimame kwanza.
Look,